Hey there, my friends, what's happening? Vitaly Dubin is here, founder of Bitcoin's Walls Club here, and I'm super excited right now. You've seen how the whole marketplace of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoins skyrocketed. We're now at $110 billion market sitting, and the price of Bitcoin has risen from $1 to $2,700. Now, you've seen other cryptocurrencies rise, like Ethereum, from $1 to like $360, and people are making a fortune here. Now, the question is how you can capitalize on this, how you can do that and participate in the marketplace, even if you're not a trader, even if you don't know how to do this stuff, how to trade cryptocurrencies yourself, how you can still grow your wealth with Bitcoins, how you can passively do this. And I'm super excited because I brought here right now with me my good friend John, who is actually in Bangkok right now. He's in the hotel room. He's traveling all the time. And he was able to crack the code how to do that because he was able to generate over 55 Bitcoins in the last several months just by doing passively leveraging an automated crypto trading platform, which is very exciting because everybody can do that without being a knowledgeable, skillful trader right now. And as a founder of Bitcoin's Walls Club, I'm always looking to take care of our members and to show them legitimate ways and safe ways how they can grow their wealth with Bitcoins, how they can do it for a long time, because we've seen so much confusion going on in the marketplace. There are a lot of different companies and opportunities out there that just don't last, you know, and a lot of people are getting left behind. So I don't want it to happen to anybody here. And that's why we're going to show you how you can legitimately grow your wealth with Bitcoins without, you know, being a knowledgeable trader yourself. So I'm super excited. We have a lot of people here on the line. How are you doing, John?
I'm fantastic, thank you. I'm just as excited as you are, even though my smile isn't quite as large.
Man, I would, you know, I was thinking like, man, I was never imagined that you can generate like $100,000 in a single month with Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies. It was new for me like half a year ago. And now look, I'm all in on Bitcoins.
Yeah, well, I mean, things are moving very fast. The good news, you know, is that no one's going to be left behind because those individuals that are on your webinar now, that are part of your news group now, they're very much ahead of the curve. So I'm excited for everybody on this call. We're going to talk about some really dynamic things tonight. We're going to talk about sort of a sign of the times with some of these projects that are popping up and then disappearing, and how to really separate one from another. We'll get a lot accomplished in a short period of time.
Absolutely, looking forward for it. So let's kick it off. You know, where would you start? Because people are hungry right now. They really want to know, okay, I have my Bitcoin wallet set up. I have some coins in there. What should I do with those coins? You know, how to have them grow rather than disappear? You know, how do you make it happen? So what people should do here? What's your perspective? Why you started this project that we are going to be talking on today that really brought you amazing results that is just not average by any means. I mean, not even 1% of people are getting, you know, results like you're having, which is multiple tens of thousands of dollars a month. So what people should do?
Well, I mean, the good news for me, from my perspective, is I'm just getting rolling. I mean, we were just talking before we started the broadcast. I'm 90 days in. So a lot of this has been testing the water for me too, because it really doesn't matter whether you're an individual that's just kind of starting to get their feeling for the pulse of things, or if you're Richard Branson himself or Bill Gates. I mean, there's so much that's unknown about this really aggressively developing entity that is the blockchain, and everything the blockchain carries with it. That if some people are sitting in there a little bit in the dark, a little confused, welcome to the club. Every single person is sitting in exactly the same seat that you are. The only difference between those that are going to earn and those that are going to not earn, of course, is whether you're in the sidelines or whether you're in the game.
Yeah, so just by being here right now or watching the replay, you are well ahead of the curve. I mean, you are in the game, you are doing this, you are learning. I mean, there's so much things that you can learn in this space. I'm reading like the Bitcoin's news like all the time, and exciting developments happens every single day. Really, the revolution financially is happening right now in the world. I mean, the whole world is moving into using Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies. I just downloaded today an app that allows you inside the app have multiple different coins sitting there, and you can exchange between them right within the app. So this is the future that we are really embracing here.
We certainly are. So maybe what I'll do is just share a few seconds. Please forgive me. I didn't put my cell phone on mute. So please forgive me. First of all, I know my connection is not ideal. As Vitaly just mentioned to you, I'm in Bangkok at the moment. In fact, I just landed from Manila about 3 hours ago and hustled through rush hour to make sure I could be here with all of you on a high-speed connection. So I wanted to make sure that I was spending a bunch of money in a place that could guarantee that we could be able to communicate with each other. So, we were just talking earlier, Vitaly, some of the goals that I have personally set. You were asking. I want to accumulate 500 BTC by the end of this calendar year, and I've been involved in the home business industry since I was a kid, so I don't just set arbitrary goals. There's always a plan, a blueprint behind any goal that I set. I've been thinking about this one for a few weeks before I actually started sharing it with anybody. My background is that I got involved in network marketing. I was 26 years old. And I have to admit that the first project I picked was a little bit of dumb luck. It looked good. The product seemed genuine and had real value. And that's really what any long-term success is going to boil down to, is product value. You can have a fantastic product value with a very, very inept rewards plan and absolutely slay it. Now, the opposite is true as well. However, if you take the opposite approach and have an inept product with no value and an amazing rewards plan, you're going to be building on a sandy foundation. Your business is going to erode out from under you. It's not going to last. I've been earning 5 figures a month, 22 years. Last month, I still would have made 5 figures US dollars for a project I stopped building 17 years ago. And so that's one of the things that I want to help those of you listening to create yourself. I mean, that's the reason anyone gets involved in network marketing. You don't join network marketing to make money. You join network marketing to make residual money. When you sleep money, okay? Take vacation and still get paid money. Otherwise, there's no point.
Yeah.
There's a million other things you could do.
I mean, you work for a little bit, you work hard for a little bit in a period of time, and then you build a massive residual income side of things. And then, you don't need to work so hard. Like you said, you've been leveraging over $10,000 a month for the last 22 years, totally on the passive side. I mean, that's the beauty of things. And I was just curious, let me know in the chat, who wants to accumulate 500 Bitcoins? Just let me know. That's me. I want to accumulate 500 Bitcoins. I want to see kind of what your goals are.
Excellent. So, well, good. I'll be very curious to hear some of the results.
Yeah.
So, I got involved and I was working very aggressively on that project for a couple of years. So I was making, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month as I was building in Singapore and Taiwan and Australia and America and Canada, et cetera. I'm from Vancouver, by the way. So that was kind of my starting point. And I had a great experience. The biggest mistake that I made, though, was I had never been involved in a project like that before. And when I started generating every year, or rather every month, what I used to make every year, I just started to play. I bought motorcycles and I started goofing off and taking vacations and having fun, when I really should have been doubling down and putting twice the effort in for the next 2 years. So instead of making $5 or $6 million from that point on, it would have been $20 million. But the thing is, you don't know what you don't know when you're young. You got to mess up in life to have those experiences and make sure you do things differently the second opportunity. And I'll tell you right now, the frequency from a winning project to the next winning project isn't days or weeks or months, man. Sometimes it's decades.
Yep. That's right. So once you accumulate your wealth, be smart about it. So let's get to more of nitty gritty stuff. I mean, let's get to a strategy. Let's share some details and a plan of action, what people can do to make it happen.
Sure. I've got a few slides that I'd like to share with everyone to help them kind of get a lay of the land a little bit. So the specifics on the project, but also if they have been involved in something regarding BTC and it's gone the way of the dodo bird already for them, already buckled. First of all, my condolences to your lost BTC. We obviously don't want to have too many of those types of experiences very often, because those are, that's your capital. That's tough to bounce back from those things. So the first thing I wanted to do, Vitaly, is I wanted to make sure that I could leverage myself the same way that I leveraged myself when I was building my first network marketing company, which was USANA Health Sciences. And so I spent the last 2 years on the corporate side of things as a vice president of marketing for a Forex network marketing platform. So I have quite a bit of experience with EAs, quite a bit of experience speaking with and working with high quality, in this case, Goldman Sachs, former engineers that build EAs. And it's been an absolute blessing for me in the Bitcoin trading domain, because the platform we're going to be sharing in about 5 minutes with your guests is an EA. An EA, if you don't know what that is, it means expert analyst. The simple term is it's a robot. It's a robot for digital currency trading. And so before I dive into that, though, I want you to understand that you want to absolutely make sure that you can leverage yourself, and you're not simply taking your capital, that you're working your 9-to-5 job and funneling that into a project. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. You should do that. But if you want to generate some of the loftier goals, the big objectives, and make $100,000 this year or more between now and the end of the year, you're also going to need to be some leverage involved in that process somehow. Okay. So it can't just be a time versus money scenario, or it certainly can be a trading scenario. And I was talking with Vitaly about some of the special guests he has coming for you in the future with some amazing skill sets that have created amazing results. What I want to share with you is something very simple, primarily because I'm a network marketer, I'm a team builder, I'm a coach. Those are the things I enjoy doing. I'm not an analyst. And I'm not the personality type that will park themselves in front of their computer screen for hours on end. It's just not my skill set.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hit it off.
Okay.
I'm with you 100%. Let's just make sure that everybody is able to hear and see us fine, because I've seen a couple of comments that some people having some issues.
Okay.
So let me know if you're able to hear and see us fine. Just type in the comment below before we get started here.
It looks like just a couple that are having trouble. If it is just a couple and everyone else is okay, you might need to consider a reboot and then just use the link again.
Yeah, absolutely. If we are, just let me know if somebody is able to hear fine. Just type it in the chat box right now. Should be all fine. Just wait a couple moments, because there's a slight delay. And I'm leveraging. I'm using a different YouTube platform here from the last time. So I hope everything is fine with the new YouTube channel that I connected this platform to. But I'm sure it is being recorded because we are live.
That's awesome. So you'll just do a bit of an edit job and get a video out. Perfect. Okay, well, listen, what I'll do is I'll dive in with a screen share now.
Yeah, let's get it rolling.
Okay. All right, so let me do a really quick screen share for everyone and walk through a few key bullets for you. So please let me know when you can see the screen.
All right, all is good now.
All right. So as I mentioned before, this for me, team building is something that I really have a passion for. I love the idea of working with individuals that maybe have done nothing other than their current professional their current professional career or similar things. Have never really been their own boss before. Taking those individuals and helping them develop skill sets that that can pay them for an awful long time. I'm going to come back to these two slides afterwards, and I'm going to skip right over this, Vitaly, because obviously every single person in this audience understands very well about the power of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to blast it. Actually, you might find this interesting, though. For those of you who understand, obviously, the power of stocks and shares, Apple has been a coveted share for an awful long time. If you spent $2,000 worth of Apple stock in 2008, that's about 100 shares. That would have given you 100K. Now, if you missed buying that and spent the same $2,000 of Bitcoin in 2011, 3 years later, the total is actually $6 million now. Pretty wild, huh? So comparing something that's a lot of
top performing currency in the world.
Really something. So what I want to do, and this is really is answering the question that you were just asking, Lexi, in regards to Vitaly. I apologize. I did that to you last time because of my business partner in overseas as well. So what we were just talking about was not necessarily having to pay full price for retail. Most of you, if you're listening to Vitaly's presentations and you're getting news from him, most of you are already aware mining is really for the big boys now. There was some tremendous small and medium-sized mining opportunities years ago, but if people are pitching you mining these days, it's going to be pretty tough to have a profitable mining program unless it's a very, very large entity. And the very large entities, they don't want to include you or I. They're already well-financed, and they're keeping all those profits for themselves. Thanks very much. Now, buying retail, we already talked about that. Why pay full price? What I wanted to do is I really wanted to get into trading, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm just not the kind of guy that's going to park himself and stare at candlesticks and charts and graphs, and it's just not my cup of tea. That said, I love the dynamic of trading, and I love the profit opportunities that come from trading. So if you're not familiar with Forex, Forex is an abbreviation for foreign exchange. Now, this is trading the world's currencies. So there's 6 primary currency pairs, and then there's minor pairs, and there's hundreds and hundreds of companies with their own fiat dollar. They get traded in a market called Forex. It's the largest, most liquid financial market in the world. $5.3 trillion every single day moves through the Forex world. So it's simply buying and selling of $1 versus another. That's it. And profiting from the rise or fall in certain currency pairs. Now, digital trading is a very, very new animal, but you guys are going to learn more about it and the best ways to capitalize on it with your relationship with Vitaly than anywhere else. He's going to absolutely send the right things to you and the right speakers to you. And so I would make sure you pay attention to all the announcements and bulletins that you get from him. Digital trading really caught my eye. Now, I mentioned to you I was spending the last couple of years as the VP of marketing for a Forex company, Goldman Sachs engineers, very, very capable gentlemen. And they've been working for years on developing their EAs, otherwise known as robots, to perform in very difficult market conditions, which is the Forex universe. One of the things that's very important for you to understand, the market conditions surrounding digital or cryptocurrency trading are monumentally easier. They're much simpler. The trends are much easier to follow. The digital currencies are much more predictable. And so what the project does that I started working on was by using 6 years worth of backtest data, they developed a robot or an EA for digital or cryptocurrency trading. And that robot has been working really effectively ever since I got involved in the platform, and some months before that. So what we've been seeing happen with Bitcoin absolutely surge is, of course, we've seen other coins are being pulled along with it because of that enthusiasm. Now, why that's happening, if you're doing a little bit of reading right now with some of the very well respected economists that are up on this stuff, is we're seeing a vacuum that's been created by some of our global financial markets and large institutions. Deutsche Bank is a great example, really stumble and have a difficult time as investors start to pull money out of some of those investments. They're actually starting to move them into digital currencies at a rate that's much greater than many of us were expecting. And so that's why we're reaching Bitcoin goals that we weren't expecting to see until the end of this calendar year. It's really quite a remarkable thing.
Now, cryptocurrencies are catching up to the Forex industry. They're going up and up all the time.
It's incredible, isn't it? Now, if you listen to some economists, some very respected economists actually believe that one day BTC is going to be pegged to the Forex market. Now, if that ever happens, that's when you're going to start to see 6-figure and even 7-figure Bitcoin values. That's just crazy stuff. I'm not even planning for that. But if that ever happens, that will be truly remarkable developments. And it's entirely possible economically that could happen.
Absolutely.
So what these guys do is they're only trading the top 10 digital currencies. The company's called TradeCoin Club. Been around since December. I spent my first 2 months simply analyzing the project. So no big heavy lifting for me in the beginning. I got involved. I love the look of it. I love the concept. But for me, coming from a product MLM company that performed so well over so many years, continues to pay me very well, I needed to make sure that whatever I attached myself to really had a genuine product side and a legitimate product side. So that took 60 days for me to really flesh out. Now, the focus with these guys is, as I mentioned before, using an EA, but also using live traders. And it's very important, I think, that you have the two of the platforms, the two of those processes running together. You really want to have live traders working with an EA. One of the primary reasons for that is, even though, as Vitaly mentioned, the market cap for digital currency market is growing very aggressively, it's still nowhere near the size of Forex. And so as a result, that market can be greatly influenced by news, by media events, by things that can be often difficult for an EA to predict. Just like Brexit threw the entire Forex world upside down and people lost absurd amounts of money. So when you have humans, experienced traders working with EAs, you really have that perfect balance to make sure that you have all contingencies covered. The EA does its job where it's making micro trades all day long and really allows you, for example, if you're seeing a strong trend, to continually earn sometimes even thousands of times on a single trend. And that's what you want your EA to do, things that a human can't do. So that's essentially how and why I decided to get involved in the platform. Main reason for me was that it had an automatic setting. So I was able to get involved. I was able to set this thing to automatic with some very, very basic risk parameters, click a button, and then just completely forget about it. So that for me is very appealing. And that's real product value too, because these things are not easy to program. They're not easy to develop. And then having a real office with live traders working with these EAs, those things also take a lot of planning and forethought as well. And so with this thing running as well as it was running, I felt like I had a product of real value, A, that I could begin using, and then B, that I could begin marketing. In addition to that, though, there's also a semi-auto. I'll come back to the manual in a minute. You can see also on this screenshot, there's a semi-auto mode as well. You can see where the cogwheels are. It says semi-auto, and below that it says Ethereum. So when I'm set on fully automated or fully automatic, I'm trading Bitcoin versus the other top 9 digital currencies. If I choose semi, then my next choice, I need to select one of those 10 currencies, well, one of the 9 remaining other than Bitcoin, because for that business week, I'll be trading only that cryptocurrency versus Bitcoin. Okay, so that's the difference between auto and semi-auto. So for example, Vitaly, when I heard that Ripple was going to start making some exciting moves a while ago, or that Ethereum was going to start making some noise, I did exactly what the screenshot shows, and I set my system to semi-auto and for Ethereum, and I had some amazing trading days. And now I haven't been hearing as much about any one particular coin doing amazing things this week. I was unsure. I was feeling a bit ambiguous. So if you looked in my back office today, you'd see my setting is on full auto. So I'm simply trading all 10 of the coins, and I'm having some fantastic trading weeks. Now, the other thing that was very important to me, though, was total transparency in the system. And you can see at the top of your tabs that you'd have in your back office, one of them is a financial button. And when you click that financial button, a drop-down box shows up, and one of those options is called Financial Extract. And if I select that, I can show anywhere that I've spent and anywhere that I've earned, not only in the product side of things, but also in the rewards plan side of things. Specifically, though, what I was looking for was physical evidence of my trading results. And as you can see here, this would be what would be called a daily trade receipt or daily receipt trade. This shows from the very first day that I actually started trading. Actually, this shows the most recent. But if I was able to scroll to the bottom, even though this is a fixed slide, if I could scroll to the bottom, you can see my very, very first trading day. I put a small amount into the system. I put 0.25 BTC into this model, and I allowed this to start trading. I allowed it to start earning. And then what I started doing was testing withdrawals to make sure those worked properly, but then also started rolling some of those trading profits back into my trading account to allow that to continue to compound and grow, because we want to leverage ourselves in as many possible ways as we can. And the results obviously are, I've generated an awful lot over the past 30 days. And I've got some very aggressive objectives for the balance of this year. So one of the things that I want to do, I just want to quickly back up to the slides that we skipped over earlier. First of all, is in regards to the manual trading platform. That's something that's being beta tested right now and will be released very soon. But this is one of the things I want to talk to you about. Because just like you, I've been exposed to many platforms and programs with promising the sun and the moon and the stars. And so these are some of the subtle things that I look for. I want to help you so that you can be maybe more discerning as you're sort of analyzing the various projects that are coming across your email or sometimes your telephone. So one of the things that's important here is that this platform, this TradeCoin platform, only allows one position per member. No stacking of positions, no 20, 30, 40 positions dropped into a genealogy. Now, if you're curious as to why that is, a binary rewards plan, and many of these seem to be using those binary rewards plan, it pays out statistically a much different percentage. In other words, a cost to a company when a binary is built scattered in a random fashion, like it would be in a real world example, versus a perfect stacked binary, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and so on. The differences can be as much as 20% or more. And that 20% or more, if not planned for, could break a platform, could break a company. And of course, the other thing you do is the people that tend to want to game platforms that aren't really involved or interested in something real, they just want to make a quick buck. They usually tend to stay away from something where that you take their gaming privileges away. KYC is required. KYC is an acronym for Know Your Customer. It's a banking terminology. So when you join or you position yourself in this platform and you enter your ID, you will later be required to have a photo of your face and your ID held up to your face. Again, it's a protective mechanism to make sure that the product that these guys have actually developed doesn't get smashed by gaming or bad businessship. And then a shaving mechanism, maybe you've heard this term before, maybe you haven't. It's sort of an insider's term for how a rewards plan will protect itself for a long and healthy run. So any good company you've ever heard of has shaving mechanisms in place. What it does is it simply ensures that a fixed percentage of total gross revenue goes back out into the form of a rewards plan. In this particular case, it's a very high percentage, but nevertheless, there is a shaving mechanism in place to make sure that the company has everything it's done for a long and healthy run. You also must opt in. So this is not an investment program, okay? You must opt in to weekly trading. I click my options. You mentioned this, or I mentioned the semi or the full auto. I click my risk, low, medium, or high, and I click a button to begin trading. And every week, even though it only takes 2 minutes to do that, I need to do that or I'm not trading. Okay.
So much safer, John, than going and analyzing candlesticks and trading softwares and exchanges. Just go inside, choose your risk level and semi-automated or manual, and you're done.
That's exactly right. You're absolutely right. And what's critical about this is the fact that you do have product development in place. So you do have that semi-auto, you do have that auto, and you do have manual being released very soon, still in beta test. I've seen some of the screenshots of the platform working. I've got some friends using it. It's going to be very impressive, to say the least. Now, of course, go ahead.
I have this debit card, CryptoPay and Zappo, and BitPay as well.
You got all three of them?
Yeah.
Boy. So obviously, we don't need to spend much time on this because you're educating your market, your database of friends, and so they all know how easy it is now to start spending the Bitcoin that you're earning. So we don't need to spend time on that. There's two more slides I want to share with you. I'm not going to get into a detailed rewards plan for you. What I'd encourage you to do is simply get back to Vitaly. If this software, this trading platform appeals to you, we'll get more details to you a little bit later on. But you can get involved in this platform very simply in three different ways. One is an apprentice, second is a trader, third is a senior trader. And in fact, there's been a change quite recently as Bitcoin has surged forward in value, where I told you before I joined for 0.25, which would now represent a pretty significant amount of money depending on where you live in the world. The system has actually allowed members to join for as little as 0.01 BTC, just to put a foot in the water and test the platform, watch how it operates, and then you can simply roll more BTC into this at apprentice level once you see how the system works. If you join at 1 BTC to 4.99, you would be considered a trader, and if you join at 5 BTC and up, you're considered a senior trader. And in all three circumstances, what's happening is 50% of your Bitcoin is going into your trading platform. You'll start doing real trading on that. And 50% of your Bitcoin is going into pay a very, very healthy and robust rewards plan. Now, quite often what I'll hear from friends is, well, wait a second. What if I just want to trade? What if I don't want to lose 50% of my Bitcoin to a rewards plan? Fear not. If you have no intention of sharing this platform with anybody and just want to be a passive participant, you will still be able to profit enough by taking advantage of a few mathematical strategies. In this case, it'll be compounding. What we will teach you to do is how to move your trading profits into your trading account every single day for the first 6 months, and you'll be able to triple very comfortably the amount that you've got in that trading wallet. So even though you're choosing not to participate in a rewards plan, fear not, you're still going to be ahead of the game. You're going to do very, very well. And of course, that rewards plan is always there for you if you choose to use it. Now, the software itself as a real product has a real cost. It's 0.05 BTC. And you're going to, essentially, you're under contract to use that software. That's what you're doing. You're buying a contract. For apprentice level, it's 8 months. For trader, 12 months. And for senior trader, 12 months. Now, there's one more thing I want to share with you. These guys have done that just blew my mind. I was so impressed with the mathematics of this system, not only from a sustainability perspective, but also what they've done for me as someone who enjoys sharing with others, especially people I like to work with. But you can imagine building a large network of individuals who were constantly under the fear of risk of losing money could pose some challenges. And these guys have thought of an absolutely brilliant solution. First of all, profitability for digital trading is generally much higher than Forex right now anyway. But the other thing that they're doing is very much like a long-term bank product that you could purchase or a hedge fund that one may choose to get involved in where you're paying professionals to make you money. You're going to pay fees on the money those professionals make you. That's how they earn their money. In this case, they do exactly the same thing. It's a trading fee. You pay every 4 months, 25%, but it's only on your gains. So if you do share the platform and you do make rewards plan dollars, there is no fee on that at all. 100% of that money belongs to you. And of your trading profits, they will take 25% of those. Now, here's the cool thing. Here's one of the things that they're able to do with that 25%. If you see under the 8 months for apprentice, it says stop loss, 0.35%. That's 1/3%. It's not a ton of money, I know that, but it's not losing money either. On your worst trading day, over those 8 months, on your worst trading day, you will still make 0.35%. So you'll still make about 1/3%.
It's very remarkable, John. I want to just make a point here. Is as you, let's say people go and they do their own trading, you know, you can win some days, and some days you can lose pretty hard. You know, you can lose like 1%, 2%, or 5% in a day. You know, and from what I've seen, you know, sometimes the hedge funds, you know, and some investment programs out there, they take your money, they don't give it to you, you know, in the next 6 months or 12 months, they lock it in, you know, and you're not getting any percentage of that, nothing, for the whole period of time. What I really love about this platform is that they give you every single day, they give you the trading bonus, what has been produced by this software every single day, and the minimum you're going to make is what you're seeing on the screen, 0.35, 0.4, or 0.45%, which is very, very, very good, considering the fact that you are not involved in the trading yourself. You know, so you cannot lose on any particular day.
I love it. I feel exactly the same way you do. It gives me the peace of mind so that my friends don't have to worry about having those horrible days as they're learning the ropes. They're not going to make an absolute fortune every day, but they're not going to get their rear ends kicked either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. And just as you said, it's always your option. You take those trading profits, you put them straight in your jeans day after day, or you roll them into your trading account and start to make more trading profits.
That's what's called compounding. You can actually take the profits that you're generating from the trading bonuses and from the reward program. You can put it back into your trading account so you can make even more money.
Absolutely. And I will tell you this, while I shouldn't be legally disclosing incomes, because again, as a straight up legitimate product, these guys are really working hard to follow regulations as closely as they can, even though this is largely an unregulated industry in digital trading. I do personally have friends that are making a Bitcoin a week without a tremendous amount in their trading account, but they've been compounding and compounding and compounding. They're not network marketers. They don't have a lot of experience with team building, but the little bit that they did just by flipping open their cell phone and showing that daily trade receipt, the friends that joined, they took that rewards plan money, they rolled that into their trading profits. So one of my very good friends in Seattle is making 1 BTC about every 7 days. And he's absolutely thrilled. He's got a tiny team, but he's been rolling all of it back into his trading account.
That's pretty awesome.
I've got and that's a full-on rookie, and he'll be the first to tell you. Really, he's a bartender. Very, very nice guy. I've got another friend on the other flip side is a team builder and is a very aggressive team builder. So he's been able to roll a lot of reward plan earnings into his trading account, and he's making 3.5 BTC every single day.
Wow. You know, my goal for initially just for the starters is 1 Bitcoin a day. That's what I'm shooting for.
That's an amazing goal, dude. That's $1 million a month.
Yeah, not $1 million a month, but yeah, it's like
$80 it is.
It's $1 million a year.
Every single day, 30 days, 3,000 times 30.
Yeah, it's about 80 to 90,000 a month.
Yeah, you're right. I had another zero there. I got too enthusiastic. Pretty good money, 100 grand a month.
That's a very good month. I can tell you that for sure.
Well, I'll tell you one of the things that we'll do. For those of you who have that kind of an objective in mind, without being fully disclosing, I'm seeing numbers like that now, Vitaly, and I'm 90 days into this. Now I'm doing a combination of both team building and obviously reinvesting using compounding, taking my trading profits and moving them in. So I can show, certainly be able to show friends that have interest in doing so how they will be able to accomplish something very similar. Now, I'm not going to go through all the details of this rewards plan. What I will do is I will share this with you. As someone who's been building in the industry for more than 20 years and has been on the corporate side of things as well, I've seen an absurd amount of rewards plans. This is as effective as anything that I've ever seen. And the best part about it, when I look at the details, this is an absolutely sustainable mathematically rewards plan based on the cost of goods, what the company needs to generate to be a profitable entity, and what this rewards plan is paying consistently out from member to member. The first is a direct bonus. So very simply, it's a bonus for you sharing this platform with somebody else. But the second is a bit unique. It's indirect. So as your friends maybe choose to share with others, and we'll give them cell phone strategies to make this very easy thing to do, you'll still earn even when they're earning their direct bonuses, you'll earn through an indirect bonus. The team bonus is something you may already be familiar with. We talked about a binary or a dual team bonus. It's quite common in the industry. This has a very, very healthy dual team bonus. The fourth is a residual bonus. Now, this is really interesting because of the multiple millions of dollars that I made from my very first network marketing project, and still what I make every day, my income every single day from that project is 100% residual. So it comes from the work that I had done at some point in the past. It's from an existing team that's still reordering. What's amazing, go ahead.
I said I just love it.
Now, what's amazing about this, though, Vitaly, is that these guys have created a very intelligent way to create a residual element to this rewards plan, even though you only pay one time when you join. And it's really, really sharp. And we'll pick another time and I'll go through that in detail so people can understand exactly how they're doing it. But it's absolutely brilliant. And then the last thing is the team renewal bonus. And so one of the things we did mention, if you remember the contract length of 8 months for apprentice or 10 months for trader and senior trader, and a 25% fee on trading profits to create that nice little cushion of insulation for our members in their trading. Well, on the flip side, if these guys absolutely knock it out of the park for you and you make 500% on your money, and that happens in less than the contract renewal time, 8 months or 12 months, they will automatically renew your contract right on the spot. And so that also creates a recurring income as friends that you've shared this with now renew their contracts ahead of time. This creates a recurring income for you again with bonus number 1, direct, bonus number 2, indirect, and bonus number 3, team.
So I've seen like 5 minutes and go over this one by one, or you don't have it on slides right now?
No, for sure we can. Absolutely. We'll blast through them very quickly because these ones are fairly straightforward. This is that sponsor bonus we just talked about. So we've got the slides here. We might as well use them. Here's the indirect I was telling you about, though. And this actually can become quite a significant bonus because if you were, let's say, for example, to share this with enthusiasm to even just 5 or 10 friends, and they did the same thing, and that was the end of it. Well, that's still a very significant number of people joining your business where you're now eligible for a second or a third or a fourth or a fifth generation as this begins to grow out. So if you are the kind of person that once you've tested something and are very happy with the quality of the product, then you share with everyone, if that's your personality type, well, then this bonus number 2 is something that probably will end up paying you quite a few Bitcoin. And I should clarify, by the way, it's Bitcoin in when you're joining the platform, and you're always being paid in Bitcoin. Okay?
Which is a good thing. As the Bitcoin price is going up, you can get essentially a pay raise for yourself.
You're absolutely right. We just talked about how BTC shot past that $2,000 prediction for the end of this year. Well, if we pay attention to some very credible predictions for the end of next year, and we're looking at, let's say, $12,000 versus today, that's a 600% increase in your earning. And it costs this company nothing. It's all market-based. So this is where you can start getting some of your very aggressive, lofty goals reached. The only thing we need is a platform that's based on legitimacy, a real product, so it's going to be around for a long time for you to capitalize on that growing, increasing value in Bitcoin. But here's the fourth bonus I was telling you about just a little earlier, and I'll show you exactly how they do what they do. The first is this. You cannot be part of this. So imagine your binary. That's the basic building structure, your left side, your right side. But imagine a matrix sitting on top of that. So everyone that's in the left and the right side of your binary is falling down into this matrix in some fashion. But your sponsor or friends above you are also having their teams fall down into your matrix as well. So imagine if you were not eligible to participate in this until you've earned a profit of at least 0.25 BTC. Okay, so in US dollars, around $500, a little bit more than $500. You could not participate in the matrix until you did two things. A, you'd earned a minimum of 0.25. Now that earning can come from your trading profits or your reward plan or both. So that's the first. The second is you need to personally sponsor at least 3 friends. Once you've done those two things, now you're in the matrix. Now here's the neat thing. Because you're already profitable, what the system is going to do is it's going to charge you a very small fee, but it's going to charge you every single month. It's going to charge you in Bitcoin. So if you're an apprentice, it'll charge you 0.015. Now, based on a $2,000 Bitcoin, that's about $30. It'll charge you 0.030 as a trader and 0.045 as a senior trader. And you have the ability to earn 0.003 for every person that starts to show up inside your matrix. So this is one of those bonuses. As I mentioned before, this is truly a residual bonus. It feeds itself. So you have a 10% bonus for number one, a 10% bonus for the indirect number two, a very, very strong binary payout. In itself is a great rewards plan. But this rewards bonus, number 4, the residual, is not costing the company anything. So if those of you who do like to build, you're going to be able to knock this out of the park and have some incredible earning objectives met. And this is not a drain on the company at all because it's being funded by the members through member trading profits, and all of us get to benefit. So imagine that $12,000 BTC, for example, by the end of next year. Well, 0.03, that would be $36 for every single person that ends up showing up inside your matrix.
And the people that show up in the matrix, they only show up there when they earn at least 0.25 BTC.
Yep.
Or they show up for you regardless, and it just activates for you if you earn over 0.25 BTC.
The way you described it the second time is actually the correct way. So you'll see them there, you'll see them positioned, but you're not being paid on them until they qualify.
Okay, so only when they qualify, you are going to receive 0.003 for them.
That's exactly right. So just to give you a few numbers as to what's entirely possible here, how quick this can grow. I began my business, like I said, actively about 90 days ago. The first 2 months, I wasn't doing anything. I did drop one very strong friend builder into my business. Our team is just hit about 2,000 members so far. My objective is to help everybody reach their personal goals and get our team size up to about 10,000 members by the end of this year, which is something we'll very easily be able to do. So 10,000 members, we'll imagine by the end of next year, if each of those 10,000 members in your matrix, we're paying you $36. So now you're looking at well over $250,000 a month just from the matrix alone, which is
not everybody from those 10,000 are going to make at least 0.25 though, right?
No, they won't. But by the end of the following year, when BTC hits that $12,000 amount, I'd say a very good percentage of them will.
Yeah. So that's just bonus number 4. Let's move on.
That's it. Now, bonus number 5, we also talked about, and that was if you manage to have an earnings of 5 times your starting amount, you'll actually renew ahead of time. That's why they call it a real renewal bonus. Because when someone sponsored you, they earned a direct bonus from you. Other people above them earned indirect from you. And others yet, a very large number of people, earned a team bonus from your joining. So when you renew, they're going to have all those bonuses. They're going to kick out again. Here's the best part. your renewal is going to come from your profits. It's not going to come from your pocket. So that's one of the things I find so exciting about the entire platform, Vitaly, is that out of my pocket, one time only, but there's plenty of opportunity for me to earn and continue to participate in the platform, which creates many multiple earning positions for those individuals that are building.
Yeah, that is awesome. So just to recap, guys, okay, to keep it very, very simple, you have on one side, you have the trading bonuses, which is Monday through Friday, I believe, 5 days a week, where you're going to get a minimum of 0.35% to 0.45%, depending on the plan as a minimum, but it can be higher than that. It can be as high as 1%, sometimes more, depending on the on the market. So that's just from the trading, from the passively trading your Bitcoins, okay, with the automated software that they have installed. Now, on the reward side, you have 5 different ways you can earn income when you refer people to the platform. The first one is direct one, when you get 10% for every person that you refer to the platform, and each time that they reinvest their profits, you get those 10% over and over and over again, right?
You sure do.
Yeah. So you have the direct bonus, 10%. Then you have the indirect bonus, which goes to up to 8 generations for your people that are bringing, referring people. You're going to get 3 to 1% down those generations indirectly, which is awesome. And then you have the binary, which every member is placed either to your right leg or to your left leg. Okay. And they're going to see each day, actually even a couple times a day, which one of the legs, right or left, is the stronger one and which one is the weaker one in terms of the amount invested on that leg. So they're going to see the weak side, and they're going to give you 8, 9, or 10% on the whole leg. So it can be like 10 levels deep or 20 levels deep. Somebody on that leg, you're still going to get 8, 9, or 10% on that. So that by itself is pretty awesome bonus. Then
it could be 500 levels deep because there's no question it's binary. And that's very important. So you're never having work that you've done is never being taken away from you.
Never been taken away. It rewards you to build. It rewards you to build leaders. It rewards you to have a big team under you. Very awesomely. And then you have the matrix, which will gradually fill up as more and more people will start earning at least 0.25% to 5 Bitcoins. It's going to add up. And then all the investment that you make into the platform, when you basically more than quadruple it, when you 5 times that income, no matter how much you put in there, when you 5 times that income, it's going to renew your contract again, and you have the ability to earn 5 times on your income again. So it can happen, once a month. It can happen once every 6 months, depending on how, how you're promoting this. And whenever it happens, no matter if it's your directly person or even indirect person, when they have 5 times on their money, you're going to still get those direct and indirect and binary bonuses, right, John?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely so.
That is fantastic right there. That's a really lucrative plan. And on top of that, guys, we have the career plans, which you can earn as you are having more cycles. And John will explain what the cycle is. You actually can earn some pretty cool bonuses, including Rolex and a Lambo.
The Mont Blanc pen, and it starts very simply with a little Toyota Corolla that, if you look at the requirements, is remarkably easy to get to. So some fantastic bonuses. One of them I'm really impressed with is bonus number 5. And the reason is this. In this era where we're still, it's like the Wild West, the Wild Bitcoin West, where so many platforms are opening, but they're totally anonymous. We don't know who's behind them. And then they're gone 90 days later. I shouldn't laugh because it really isn't funny. These guys are doing exactly the opposite. They're actually giving you, one of your prizes is to come down to the Caribbean, to meet the traders, to have a look at the software, to look at their trading facilities, to meet some of the founders behind this and really get to know the company. That's one. Get to know the company. That's one of the bonuses. Number 5. And so the way a cycle is created, very simply, is the accumulation of 1 BTC on the left side of your business and 1 on the right. Now, what I mean is you may have someone join the left side of your business, and they may choose to join at trader level with 1 BTC. Well, there's half a cycle sitting right there for you. And on the other side, you may have 3 people join with half a BTC each. So now you got 1.5. So the 1 and the 1, when they match, that becomes a cycle for you. And so essentially from the beginning of a calendar month to the end of the calendar month, all those cycles are counted, and then you are eligible for various prizes accordingly. Now, there are some restrictions, regulations on how these cycles are generated. For example, various lines of lineage. So you'll certainly need to have personally sponsored 3 friends to be able to move your way through all of those career paths. But needless to say, you're certainly going to get there. The beautiful Mont Blanc pen, for example, as soon as you have 10 cycles left and 10 cycles right, or 10 cycles rather, 10 BTC left and 10 BTC right, that's gift number 3, is that beautiful Mont Blanc pen.
I know, John, that you're going to be doing a tour with actually the CEO of the company. Pretty short here.
Yeah, we're working on the planning stages right now. I'm actually doing the planning with my upline, who's a wonderful fellow with a great deal of network marketing experience, named Erico. And I spent quite a bit of time with Erico when we were
back. You can turn the screen sharing off and come back.
Sure. Okay. So I spent quite a bit of time with Erico when we were at the Macau event, which is the official launch of the company. And founder and would like me to do a tour with them. So I'm happy to do so. I'm really keen to continue to be building across Europe, South America, and Asia right now. I'm not spending as much time in the U.S. and Canada right now, especially because U.S. rather is a little bit behind some of the other global markets as far as exposure to Bitcoin and to cryptocurrencies. So it's a little unusual in the sense that normally they're leading many markets, economic markets. So there's a tremendous opportunity for us for years to come in developing the United States and our teams and networks in that part of the world. So right now I'm focusing sort of outside of my home continent.
Yeah, that is awesome. I want to take a moment and talk a little bit about why do you think that this company TradeCoin Club is something that people can really put their stakes in the ground, and then I want to show people how to get started right away and what they should do. So why do you believe people are seeing a lot of different things online, different platforms? They promise them this and that. So from the outside, if somebody is not really going to dive really deep in and research, it may look like, oh, it's similar to what I saw. Like, what makes you so confident and believe that this platform is something they can count on, they can put their savings on and their money on, and it's something that is going to stay?
The short answer, Vitaly, is mathematics. Being someone who's been in the industry for many, many years, someone who enjoys analyzing a rewards plan, sometimes someone who's helped build rewards plans, understanding how much a certain aspect of a rewards plan actually the real cost to a company is. That's, for me, that's the first thing that I start ripping apart. So you start looking at the math, the costs to a company. And some of the programs that unfortunately people have been jumping into recently, you can look at them literally for 30 seconds and you already know they're in an overpay situation and there's no way they could have lasted. I would have thought many of them would have lasted longer, but inevitably they went exactly where they were destined to go, which was collapse under their
3, 4, or 5% a day. You see sometimes even 10% a day. Guys, those are really not sustainable businesses. That it can be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, a matter of that, and it's gone.
Here's another and now mathematical equation or an element to add to that statistic as well. You consider, if you have any experience in network marketing, 1 to 3% of people really smash a project out of the park, do really well. 30% do quite well, like they really add a significant bunch of money to their annual income. The 70% left over make a few dollars, break even, or lose money. So if you factor the 70% as kind of neutral, that 30, 35% are way off. How can you offer a 100% profit to a group of people when normally only 30 or 35 of them would be pulling from the pay plan of the company? The maths doesn't work.
Yeah, absolutely. And besides the math, you'll also know who is behind this, who is the owner. You're doing a tour with him, so that's a very good thing.
Nobody's hiding. I mean, these people are a pleasure to speak with. They have a lot of experience. The fact that they're enforcing these regulations is critically important.
Yeah, you need to upload a document there with your proof of identity for them to have an active account. So, it's something that is really good. People.
By the way, something that happened just recently, Vitaly, is 21 new support staff people were just trained and hired. Okay, so a temporary project doesn't do that.
Wow.
A temporary project doesn't hire a ton of support staff, doesn't invest the time in training them. All the support tickets, because every company has support tickets, they're all 100% caught up right now. They certainly don't invite leaders that are in the know to go tour their office if they have something to hide.
Yeah, absolutely. That's true. And the proof is in the pudding, so to speak. They've been around for like seven or 8 months right now. Yeah.
With some very, very strong results.
With very strong results. Yeah. I'm sure you can smash it with 500 BTC, John.
Thanks, buddy. Well, listen, part of me reaching that goal, of course, is going to be helping anyone who's listening in on this reach their goals as well, because this is a cooperative effort. That's the way network marketing works.
Yeah, definitely. You're part of the Bitcoin's Wealth Club, and I'm definitely going to plug you in all of the systems and all of the infrastructure, the individual funnels and stuff like that me and John are going to put together for the team, obviously to help you guys succeed more. Now, I want to take a moment and share my screen and show you how to actually get started with the TradeCoin Club and how easy it is, okay? So, sharing my screen, 1 sec. Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay. So maybe something is happening.
There we go. It's coming. Yes.
All right. Cool. So when you are going to click on the link that you are going to see below this video, we actually have inside our membership here. When you log into Bitcoin's Wealth Club, and if you are not part of Bitcoin's Wealth Club, then go and create your account now. When you log in, when you go to bitcoinswealthclub.com, you're going to be able to register your free account. So once you're on the inside and you're going to click on Bitcoin passive income opportunities, and you're going to find here TradeCoin Club. And when you click here to learn more, or click here to register your TradeCoin Club account, this is the link that you want to click on. And once you click on that link, it's going to come to this page. Now, this is a simple sign-up form where you choose your language, country, your sponsor is going to be here, type in your name, your login information, your telephone, your email, confirm your email, your birthday, password, a little security code. You're going to click here to accept the terms stated in the contract. You're going to go here all the way down and put in your name and click I accept. And after that, click on save. And once you've done that, it's going to show you this screen to choose your package, whether apprentice, trader, senior trade, or founder pack with 10 BTC. Now, as you can see, the apprentice one, the contract is 8 months, and indirect bonus at 3 generation, team bonus at 8% at 2 BTC per day max. Okay, this is the apprentice plan. From 1 BTC, you go for 12 months of earning, which is better than 8. and the team bonus is higher, indirect is also higher. Okay, so this is how it goes. And then let's say that you put 1 BTC, 1.2 BTC, you're going to click on generate hash and click on the green button. And what it's going to do, it's going to give you this Bitcoin address right here and this QR code. You can scan it with your Bitcoin wallet. You know, and it's very simple to do. If you have Mycelium or other wallets, they have a QR code scanner. It's going to show this address, or you can just click on copy hash and plug it into your Bitcoin wallet. And after that, after you've sent to this hash address, to this Bitcoin address, you're going to click on confirm payment. And, you know, it's pretty fast from there, 10-15 minutes up to an hour, and it's going to be in your account. So after you've done that, you'll actually be able to log in into your dashboard and see everything on the inside. So I'm currently right now, I put in 0.26 BTC, you know, just getting started here. Actually, I'm going to put much more. And those wheels are turning. This is the only thing that you need to be really doing here in this platform once a week on Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern time, or Monday morning for you, depending on where you live. You're going to choose your mode, automatic or semi-automatic, and choose whether it's high risk, medium risk, or low risk. I don't see it as a risk at all, pretty much. It's just depending on how they're going to set up their trading for you in the software. And then the wheels are going to be spinning, which means you're going to start seeing daily results on your trading. And you're going to see here in the financial extract, you're going to see all of the trading bonuses, receipt of trades. You're going to see all right here. Direct with all of your bonuses, direct bonuses, indirect, and all of that kind of stuff. You're going to see the network from this level, you know, and the way that you reinvest. Let's say that this is the wallet trade. This is your trading account, which is going to be accumulating for your trading days. You're going to see it here. And wallet commission, this is from the commissions from the rewards program. So once you do that, it's very easy to reinvest. You just calculate what is the total amount from here and here, and put in the exact number, and then you click on buy with plans with buy, and I can show you that later on, but it's very simple. I just didn't pay this the last hash, but it's very simple to do. You can reinvest this money on a daily basis. This is actually the 3 days in the paradise, 28 to 30 in July in Placentia, which is pretty cool place. I think, John, you're going to be there, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wish I was there with you, but hey, you know, please send me some pictures.
Apologies. This most recent. Yeah, apologies. Listen, you and I'll be able to go together, because I won't be able to make that one.
You'll not be able to make that?
Nope. I'm focused right here in Asia right now, and so I'll go to the next one. So it'll be probably the next one, the same one you qualify for.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward for that. So yeah, this is how it all works. It's very simple. You'll get your account active by uploading your document address and enter your BTC wallet, and you'll see active account right there. You don't need to do any trading on this platform because it does automatically for you. Just once a week, you know, put here the modes of your trades, and you're going to see that your network grows. You know, this is how simple it really is, you know, comparing to going and trading yourself, which is, you know, in my opinion, in many cases for inexperienced traders is way riskier to do if you don't have the proper knowledge, skill, and experience. So I'm going to go back from that for a sec to the trading. You know, it's a really simple program, rewards you well, both on the passive side from the trading and bonuses, that 5 days a week are going to accrue in your account, and you can reinvest in with that. And you also have 5 ways to earn bonuses on the referral program. So it's an amazing project, and it's going to stay here for a very, very long time. We have very good roots with this company, and John is my upline, and whoever brought you to the Bitcoin Swells Club, we are part of the one big team. So you're all going to be part of John's team. So it's all awesome, and feel free to reach out, and we'll be able to help you build a team with TradeCoin Club and really knock it out of the park.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I thank you so much, John, for being here, for training us live, and you know, I'm sure we're going to see each other pretty soon, and all of your traveling. I'm getting updated about that. I love to travel myself. So guys, you know, get started, get plugged in, get it rolling. It's an awesome platform, and you can make a lot of money here. I'm not promising or guaranteeing you that you're going to get as much results as John is doing. This is definitely not average results, but hey, if you just made an extra couple Bitcoins per month, this is actually what I've seen most people they want from my surveys. You know, if they were just make 3 Bitcoins a month, that would be really awesome for most people. Life-changing numbers. Yeah, so it's totally doable with to make those numbers if you're willing to put in a little bit of effort and speak and show people this platform and share with them what it's possible to achieve with TradeCoin Club. So thank you so much, John, for being here, and we'll see you guys in the next training videos.
Bye everyone. Bye everyone. Thanks.